Hello, welcome to this video on multiplying fractions. Multiplying fractions is a relatively straightforward concept. Let's say we have the fraction 2/3 and we multiply that by 3/4. To multiply fractions, all you need to do is multiply the numerator times the numerator, denominator times the denominator. As we review, the numerator is the number on top, the denominator is the number on the bottom. So 2 times 3 would be the top, and the bottom would be 3 times 4. Which equals 6/12. And the last step whenever you multiply fractions is you need to check to see if you can reduce it. So does any number go into both 6 and 12? Well, we know that 6 goes into 6 once, 6 goes into 12 twice. So 2/3 times 3/4 equals to 1/2. Let's try another. Let's say I have 5/4 times 6/, let's say 7. So once again, top times top, 5 times 6 equals 30. 4 times 7 equals 28. And then you notice that 2 goes into both 30 and 28. 2 goes into 30 15 times. 2 goes into 28 14 times. So your answer is 15/14, which is actually an improper fraction because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. But that's okay. So try these next two on your own and see what you can do with them. We'll put up here 6/7 times 9/11. And finally, 1/2 times 8/15. So pause the video and try those two out. Okay, 6 times 9, 54. 11 times 7, 77. Let's see, 54, 2 goes into it but not 77. 3 goes into 54 but not into 77. Let's see, 6 goes into 54 but not 77. 9 but not 77. So it doesn't look like they have anything in common, so your final answer is 54/77. And 1 times 8 is 8. 2 times 15 is 30. 2 goes into both 8 and 30, and that's 4/15. And a short little trick you can know to reduce, if when you're multiplying, if any number on the top has anything in common with the bottom, like 2 and 8 both have 2 going into them, then you know you're going to reduce at the end by a factor of 2. Same thing here, 4 and 6, 2 goes into both of those, so you're going to reduce by 2. Here, 3 and 3, so you're going to reduce by 3, and also 2 and 4, so 2. So 3 and 2 would be 6, so we reduce by 6. Now we can also multiply a fraction by a whole number. Let's say I have 3 times 2/3. Well, that's the same thing as writing 3/1, because you can write any whole number over 1 times 2/3, which will equal 6/3, which reduces down to just 2. Another example, you have 5 times, let's say, 6/7. We can rewrite the 5 as 5/1 times 6/7, which equals 30/7, which does not reduce. Try doing 6 times 2/3 and see what you get. Pause the video. Okay, it's the same thing as saying 6/1 times 2/3. 6 times 2 is 12. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 goes into 12 4 times. So the answer is just 4 in that case. Let's also multiply a variable by a fraction. 3/4 times just x. Well, we could rewrite this as 3/4 times x/1, because anything can be written over as 1, which equals 3x/4. Or, as a special rule, you could also write this as 3/4 x. So that's pretty easy. So you just combine it, because there's nothing in front of x but a 1, which we don't always write. But what if I had 2/3 times, let's say, 4x? Well, I can rewrite that as 2/3 times 4x/1, which equals 2 times 4x, 8x/3, which we could rewrite as 8/3 x. So give this problem right here a try. 5/7 times 4/5 x. Okay, so 5 times 4, 20. We can also include the x, over 35. 5 goes into both 20 and 35. 5 goes into 20 4 times, so 4x. 5 goes into 35 7 times. So I get 4x over 7 or 4/7 x. The last thing we'll look at is mixing it all together. So what if I have, let's say, 3 on the outside of the parentheses, then x minus 2 over 5. Well, we know we're going to distribute the 3. So 3 times x is 3x. 3 times minus 2/5 is minus 6 over 5. And in this case, this doesn't reduce, and these don't combine, so that would be my final answer. Let's say now I have 2/3 times 1/4 x plus 3 over 5. Well, we know this is going to be 2/3 times 1/4 x first. So 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 4 is 12. And then x plus 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 5 is 15. We also know, however, that 2 over 12 reduces. 2 goes into 12 once. 2 goes into 12 6 times. So 1/6x plus, let's see, this also reduces. 3 goes into both these numbers. 3 goes into 6 twice. Over 5 would be your final answer. Okay, one more for you to look at. 4 times 3 over 5x minus 2/3. Pause the video and try it out. Okay, let's see what we can do. 4 times 3 over 5 would be 4 times 3, which is 12. 12 over 5x, because the x stays. 4 times negative 2/3 is 4 times 2, which is 8, then over 3. Because, once again, I could write 3 over 1 like there, and then 4 over 1 here. So 4 times 2 is 8, 1 times 3 is 3. So this should have been your final answer. And finally, most importantly, remember that fractions are friends. Don't be scared of them. Dive in and tackle the fractions and always do the best you can with them.